Health Coach Tip Tuesday. Today, we are going to be talking about tools every health coach needs in 2021. So I am really excited to dig into this topic today. But first, I want to share something really, really cool with you guys. So what I want you to do is drop the link that I don't have. I'll drop the word 2021. It's not really a word, but drop the numbers 2021 below. And we are going to send you early access to our Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend course sale. We have a limited number available and you are getting the first chance to swoop in. So we are going to allow you to get $500 off the cost of the course plus 2 bonus advanced courses. That's the functional blood chemistry course and the ultimate guide to Dutch test and stress hormone testing. That is an $894 value. So you guys do not want to miss this amazing Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale, and you are getting early access. So make sure to drop 2021 below this video. This is Health Coach Tip Tuesday, where every week we share tips, tools, and resources so that you can confidently solve your clients' health issues and grow your career as a health coach or professional. It's been a while, but I have the man, the myth, the legend with me today. Everybody, this is Reed Davis, founder of Functional Diagnostic Nutrition. How are you today, Reed?
Doing fantastic. Thank you, Piper. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Yes, we are getting ready for Thanksgiving. I'm going to run to the store and get my last minute supplies that, of course, I forgot. But yeah, we are ready. And I know you're going to go on a fun trip to visit some family.
Yeah, I'm going to go see my 90-year-old mother and my sister, my baby sister, and her husband and family and stuff. So yeah, I'm jumping on a plane first thing in the morning, headed back to Ohio, where I understand it is like freezing and raining. So for a Southern California boy, that'd be a nice little change up.
Yeah, I bet your weather's pretty nice right now.
Nothing but blue skies.
There you go. You cannot beat that. All right, so before we dig in, those of you that are watching, drop the 2021 below this video, and we are going to send you early access to our Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal. So make sure to drop that below. Reed and I are going to be talking about what tools every health coach needs in 2021. And so there's some exciting things that we are talking about today. But one of the tools that is a great tool for health coaches is lab testing. So Reed, I would like you to dig into the fact with why lab testing is an important tool for health coaches in 2021.
Well, typically we say test, don't guess, because it's logical to guess. In some cases, we're even trained to guess. But the truth is, without data, you're kind of shooting in the dark. The chances are probably no better than a flip of the coin that your program is going to work. And the biggest reason why people are failing and struggling in business now, at least health coaches, because their programs aren't successful enough to sustain the business on referrals. So if you want to build a successful business, you need referrals. If you want referrals, you better have a successful program. If you want a successful program, you better be working with data that is highly individualized or allows you to highly individualize your protocols. So, as health coaches, we all help people set goals and, live a lifestyle that matters, that's conducive to repairing their ills. But the more that lifestyle, the diet, the rest, the exercise, especially around stress reduction, supplementation, if that's not guided by some data, then you're just really guessing. So good on you, Gina. That's right. So we test. We don't like guessing, when it comes to all this stuff, right?
That's right. But what I want to know is, do functional health coaches treat the paper? Are we looking for something else?
Well, we're looking for something else. It sounds to me like you actually know the answer, but the truth is, and this is a big thing. You know, I just got a letter from one of the doctors who graduated from our program, and he's just really done with conventional medicine. He's giving up his license to do FDN full time. And so I said, wow, man, that's like huge, you know, like he goes, I'm doing it. He goes, I know I could build an equally successful or more successful practice, not only in terms of the financial rewards, the income, you know, the financial freedom and things like that, but more rewarding, you know, more based on results, helping people get healthier and happier. It's not that doctors don't solve problems, because they do, but the real problem is not just treating their symptoms. So with the lab testing, you can customize, work upstream from what's causing the test or lab reports, and that way you're not just treating the paper. So let me give you an example.
Yeah.
People have, let's say someone was tired and fatigued, they had weight gain they couldn't get rid of, they had constipation, they had thinning hair, maybe their extremities are kind of cold or even tingling, kind of a thing, and they're sad. What does it sound like?
Sounds like thyroid to me.
Yeah, it's very common that people with thyroid would have that traditionally reliable cluster of symptoms, you know. So it sounds like thyroid. So the average practitioner would go, it sounds like thyroid, let's run a thyroid test. God forbid you find low thyroid, because then you'd say, oh, I found your problem. Hypothyroidism, you know, it's very common that their test results show up low. So they give them something to raise the test results, and that, in our mind, is treating the paper. It does absolutely nothing to address the causes of low thyroid, which are many. And so pretty much the search is called off. Oh, I found your problem, you know, and you haven't found the problem. You're just chasing what it sounds like with one lab that you treat the paper. And even if symptoms go away for a little while, they're going to come back, or new symptoms will appear, in which case, then what? Well, it sounds like the next thing. And you might, like, let's say it's low libido and low energy. Oh, it sounds like testosterone. Sounds like testosterone. So run a testosterone. Yep, pat myself in the back. Found your new problem or other problem. It's low thyroid. Here's your thyroid. You know, I mean your testosterone supplements or even drugs or whatever. So that's just creating a new cycle of trial and error. That's just chasing the symptoms. It's chasing the symptoms and the paperwork instead of really going upstream and finding out what's wrong. Right, Gina?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I think that's one of the awesome things about FDN is that it really changes your way of thinking and your perspective, especially if you come from that conventional mindset. I know I did. I came from that conventional mindset. So we know that testing is a fantastic tool for health coaches in 2021, but how can health coaches access lab testing to utilize with their clients?
Well, there's a lot of different ways they could try. You know, the most successful that I've seen is to actually use the FDN Medical Director Program. Now, you have to be a graduate of our program to use it. It's very specialized, but it's probably the most successful program for practitioners, because we can put the lab test kits in the mail to any client anywhere. If you have clients in wherever it is, all of the United States, obviously, but we're in all these other countries too. And we use local labs or whatever labs are available. And we get the kits directly to your client, and we'll send you a copy of their lab reports. So you're going to look at the lab reports, and you're going to be highly trained and skilled at finding the healing opportunities that are upstream, and then applying natural therapies and wellness principles so that person actually gets better. You know, they're going to improve every cell, every tissue, every organ, every system in their body. And so whatever's upstream that's causing their symptoms to occur, you're not treating the symptoms, and you're not just treating the test results, you know, in terms of a low-level test.
Awesome,
and so the Medical Director Program, the FDN Medical Director Program, first of all, it was one of the very first of its kind. I started it in 2008 when I started teaching. So pretty much everyone else has sort of, imitated our model. And now even the big referencing labs like Quest and LabCorp have direct-to-consumer programs. But what the heck are you going to do with that? You don't know what test to run, and you don't know how to interpret the results.
Mm-hmm.
And you might as well just be guessing.
Guessing. Yeah, no, that's one of the really awesome things is that, I can attest to that. I send lab testing all over the world. I'm working with a couple clients in Canada right now. I've worked with people in the UK. I'm working with somebody in Australia. So to be able to work globally and help my clients get access to testing so that we can look under the hood and look at what's going on is really amazing.
Yeah, it's the most amazing thing I know of. I mean, when I started over 20 years ago and first learned that I could run labs with the doctors at the clinic where I was working, I went lab crazy. I ran thousands of labs on thousands of people, and it took me 10 years because I wasn't a physician. And this seemed like at first a stumbling block, but it actually turned out to be the best thing in the world, was that I could run labs, but I had to look at them differently. I couldn't just diagnose and treat and say, oh, here's your medication, or here's some supplements, and treat the paper. I didn't want to. And I know it wasn't working anyway. And so I learned to run the labs and look at them differently and identify what did the person need to do at home to truly correct and heal the upstream conditions, So that way we weren't treating anything specifically like a doctor would. And I see Gina saying here is a recent graduate of FDN online course. I see there's HTMA in the FDN. Do you think this additional testing we use in addition to the test kits? Yes, if you know how to interpret it and can correlate it, it can give you some additional information that might be useful. It's not my first way to go, Gina, but it's a good test. If you're looking for metals, it's a good cheap test, because metals show up in the hair. They accumulate and they're stored if you're a pretty good excreter. So you have to be a good excreter for it to end up excreted into the hair. Because some people sequester it different ways. But a lot of the times it's a good test.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I use it sometimes, but yes, there's other tests that I prefer and put together as a whole package, as you have taught me so well. So everybody, I see we've got more people watching. If you would like to drop the word or the letters or the numbers, 2021 below this video, we are going to send you early access to our Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. Plus, you get $500 off the course and 2 bonus advanced courses. So drop the numbers 2021 below, and we are going to send you all of that information. It's limited. So if you're getting the early access today and you want to register for the FDN course, make sure you do it now so that you don't miss your chance. Okay, Reed. Now, I think this is the most exciting part because this is the third tool all health coaches need in 2021. And I want to talk about all of the incredible updates you have been working so hard on all year for the FDN course. What is coming in 2021?
Well, the course is as outstanding as we've ever produced right now. And people, when they graduate, we graduate over 20 people a month. Mm-hmm. And we do these post-grad interviews. And they're just blown away that this information is even available and that they can use these tools and go out in the world and help people and have their own business and all these kinds of things. But as always, science is changing. It's improving. There's new labs. There's new product companies. There's new everything. So there's all these new ways to skin the cat. And so for many years, I've been purveying and most of these new labs, they know who we are and they want us to use their labs. So they send me kits. Matter of fact, I just mailed one yesterday. I probably have a couple others sitting around here amongst all this stuff laying around me. But so I get new kits all the time. I run them on myself. If it's interesting, I'll have my staff run it. on them. So, we'll do like an R&D project. And then if we find it really, really useful and improve a true improvement on what we're using today, we will change, reintroduce or introduce something new. And so we've got new labs being introduced, including what's called the diamine oxidase histamine ratio test, and a new finger stick zonulin test.
Cool.
And we're looking at some other things. There's a new microbiome test. These things take time. And again, if they're not a real true improvement, a lot of times we'll skip it and we'll just add it on as like additional training you can get. But the course is actually being updated with new. We actually are doing a little bit of addition changes, and again, always reiterating. And every time I reiterate, I find a new way to just kind of massage the methodology. Make sure that you have your methodology, your hat on straight in terms of how we work. And we work to identify underlying causes and conditions, not just run lab and treat the paper. That's anyone can do that.
Yeah. I know Brandy's been working in the background on some other cool stuff for the course, like getting all of the intake forms done digitally and revamping the portal. And so the course is going to be really awesome in 2021.
It's already really awesome.
Well, it is. It's going to be
no reason to wait. No reason to wait till 2021, because everyone gets all the updates as we go. I mean, people sign up for the course 2-3 years ago. They've been done, but they still get access to the new lessons. So, that brings me to talk about another thing, and that's the community that has developed around FDN. What do you think of that?
I love the FDN community. I've been part of tons of communities, moms groups and sororities and kids groups and homeschool groups and tons of different groups, but there is no group like the FDN group. The energy and the knowledge, and we don't see each other as competition. We all work in different areas and we feed off of each other's knowledge, and I love the FDN community.
Tighter than the Cleveland Browns dog pound. I mean, and that's tight. That's a tight group, right? That's a diehard group that hangs out in the snow and rain and cheers their team on. And that's we're Team FDN. It's amazing with the conferences and different events that we have, and these are weekly events. We do things. Some are annual, some are less frequent, some are more frequent, but we hang out together. We do cool stuff together. And there's local groups, and it's really based on how you think. It's your love of helping others and using these tools, and there's so much peer support and stuff. I'm flabbergasted by that, by the way. I had no clue that was going to happen. I'm most proud, I guess, of the material and the methodology. If I leave nothing else behind, that methodology will have helped tens of thousands of people, eventually many more. But the surprise bonus is that it's really a cool group.
Why do you think that community is an important tool for health coaches to have?
Well, for one thing, learning is a cyclical thing. Like I learn, but I teach, but I learn. And so having that many eyes and ears close to the ground and asking good questions is really important. The peer support on the groups is remarkable. We keep it very positive there too. If you're not, you can get a pick me up. Just post in that Facebook group, and you'll have people cheering you on. We're a bunch of cheerleaders for each other. I think that's always really, really important. And but the data too, the learning, again, having that many eyes and ears to the ground, it means, frankly, I guess I don't have to be searching, I don't have to search everything that's new. It's all being, people are asking, what about this? What about that? And that way we get to vet everything out and put it through the R&D process. And and like I say, we'll present new stuff as we prove it works.
So something that you mentioned was don't wait till 2021 if you are interested in becoming an FDN and becoming a next level health coach. And I just want to touch on that point is that one, when you drop the numbers 2021 below, you are going to get early access to our Black Friday, Cyber Monday discount, plus the 2 bonus courses. But 2, I do know with all of the course changes that there might be some changes in the investment of the course coming in 2021. So now is your time to jump in. I'm not sharing any of those details, but I'm telling you, now is the time to jump in, right, Reed?
Well, you just did tell them the price is going up. So, I wasn't going to mention it.
Not all the details. I don't know all the details.
Yeah. Well, we have to, just the number of services, the mentorship program alone is, as my staff's time becomes more and more valuable, it costs more and more. And there's a lot of one-on-one. Lab prices go up, things like that. The labs we use change and things. So as our costs increase, we raise the price. But it's still underpriced, and always will be, because you can't make that small of an investment for that much knowledge that would be behind your own practice. It's everything you need to know. It's the entire practical. You'll just learn how to be an FDN practitioner, and you'll learn how to sell it and package it and price it. That's something they don't teach you in other practitioner programs. The average chiropractor is $150,000 in debt when he or she graduates. They still haven't got any customers. They haven't rented an office. They haven't hired any staff. They haven't bought any equipment. They haven't done any advertising. They haven't signed any contracts with insurance programs. Yuck, and things. And so again, they're all this in debt, and they their prospects for income are no better than FDN practitioners. So here for a mere fraction of that kind of investment in time and money, you can come out and be ready to make the same kind of money or better. Matter of fact, I know a lot of chiropractors, and I just mentioned at the beginning of this program, we even have medical doctors who just decide they want to do FDN. It's just easy.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody about that this morning about licensed practitioners who come through and find FDN so life-changing that they decide that that's all they want to do. So we are almost finished. We're almost out of time. But one of the things I wanted to touch on that is another great tool is the mentor program that's really unique to FDN. There's not anyone else out there offering that kind of mentorship that FDN offers. Do you want to talk a little bit about what FDN mentors do, Reed, before we hop off?
Yeah, FDN mentors make you or help you to walk the talk, number one, because when you join the FDN course, you will run some labs in yourself and walk the talk. So they're going to walk you through your own results and recommendations and lifestyle program based on the test results. So you get a chance right there to, besides all the lessons where I teach it, to hear from your mentor how they present the sessions. And then you're going to turn around and practice it with them. There's all kinds of practical exercises, and including a final exam that's verbal, so that we check and help you make sure you're articulating this in a right way, with all the ethics in, with making sure you're saying it like it is. And I think there's about 8 or 9. There's nine different appointments with a mentor. So most of it's asynchronous training where you can just watch the videos and do the quizzes and things on your own time. So this way you could take it in at your own pace too. You can rip right through it, or you could take 6 months or 8 months, and then the mentors are going to be there also to hold you accountable to some extent. Make sure you get through.
Yeah, I think that the mentor program is just
It's what we get. Yeah, a lot of people say that's the best part of the course.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Well, I would love to recap what we talked about today, everybody. The tools that every health coach needs in 2021 is lab testing, the medical director program, all of the amazing course updates, and a really tight-knit community. And your bonus, of course, is the FDN mentors. So thank you, everybody, for joining. Reed, do you have any final thoughts or tips you'd like to share?
Have a very happy Thanksgiving, but not just on Thanksgiving Day. You know, that's the day we give thanks and we show gratitude and things. Do it every day. And hopefully you'll be with some loved ones and share some good times. And come back to work on Monday ready to roll, you know, ready to do some good in the world. And I'm talking about the greater good, you know, helping people to overcome their issues or to prevent issues, lower the risk, raise their spirits, and things like that. So go ahead and have a great rest of the week. I am taking off a couple days for my family, but I will be back to work Monday to kick some butt and roll into that new year ready to go. There's no reason to wait. Get rolling now. And we've got so many programs. One last thing that you didn't mention is the post-grad program, the AFDNP, you know, the Association of FDN Professionals. This is an alumni group that what we found out is that it actually inspires you to get through the course faster. It's a great motivation for getting finished because you can't wait to join that alumni group with all the cool and groovy people doing all that good in the world, you know, and you know, earning a really great living with, you know, basically part-time work so you can enjoy your life too.
Absolutely. I agree. I love the AFDNP group. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure to drop the numbers 21 below. We're going to send you that $500 discount, early access to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, $500 off, plus 2 bonus advanced courses, the functional blood chemistry and the Dutch test stress and hormone course. That's $894 value. So make sure to take advantage of that. They are limited. So when it's gone, it's gone. So make sure to drop 2021 below. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. I hope everyone has a happy Thanksgiving. And Reed, I hope you have safe travels.
Yeah, thank you, Piper. You too, and everybody. Love you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.